another thing why I didn't understand psychics that much, or the ones that are over here at least, because I didn't understand that, like, how are they getting certain informations? Like the ones that believe in Jesus or God and they're communicating with the afterlife, those are the people I question. Like, how'd you not? And getting money on top of that, like even it bothered me because like ever since I was little, Tesla would always say like do it from your heart, do it from your free will, and it always bothered me because I'm like, well, what the hell? I was young, I couldn't understand like certain stuff that they would tell me in the visions, the dreams. It would be like of cars or like volcanoes, um, fire. Like for instance, I think it was the 405 freeway. Um, Going down the 405 freeway, and then it was a fog, like a red dust cloud, a fog. It looked like that, because a dust cloud and fog are really different. And fog, my offspring's the fog is our family. The fog will take you, like they take the people. The fog will take the people because they're not paying attention. You have to pay attention. Um, and it kind of reminds me of that story of the Ten Commandments. Like when all the firstborns, and that green fog comes in that movie, it's kind of like that. They're giving me that feeling of when the fog comes, that's your family. Like that is the fate that you will see. You will see them, like the mist, the air. Like either way, it's a blessing to be taken that way, in that way. Like on a foggy day, on a foggy night or morning. So every time I see that, I see the fog, I think of family. Like people go in that, you know, the dark. You shouldn't be scared of the dark because it's the same thing in the night, in the day. I used to be a night owl, and my grandma Grams wants me to do the same thing. Like there's a different experience, there's a different atmosphere at night. There's a different feeling that the children need to experience at night. Another creativity, another way of imagination. Because that's all that Walt was telling me was like lights, bring out the lights, the neon lights and stuff like that. Like the parks. Oh, that was so neat. Like I'm like, so I can make these parks like with lights and glowing and all that stuff, and just the information that I get, I'm like, okay, well, I know that other people are having the same thought that I have, because again, the pyramids. Um, this is what's so funny about Michael is that that I understood some of the stuff that was happening. Like, let him, oh man, it's devastating knowing that he didn't get the chance that I have now. That most people have, and they take it for granted. Like they don't understand like just simple things of driving, being alone right now, being in this time, being in this moment in time, and having my own thoughts. Well, semi own thoughts, because I have a lot of people right now coming to me, and it's not like, oh, do me a favor, do me a solid. It's like they're actually helping me process this. Like, no, you're okay. We got you. We got you. You're good. They're gonna think you're crazy anyways. Just do it. Just do it. Like when the children told me at the cemetery when I was hiking in the mountains, I asked like, Dad, like, I need help. Like, who's gonna believe me? You know? And even your dad, my boys, even your dad's like, and you want people to follow you. You want people to believe you on this. I'm like, well, they don't have to believe me. They can do it themselves. Look it up. Look at the research, you know? Like, those children didn't die on their own. And my offspring's like, that cemetery is so small. Where's the rest of the children? That cemetery, I I see myself like, that's my family, and that's like, they don't care. No one cares that those are kids. Like, their tombstones or their grave site is all destroyed, just like the freeway. Papa's saying that the freeway is us, you know, like, follow the freeway and it will lead you back anywhere, you know, it will lead you home because they're on top of they're on top of us. You know, they build on top of us. And again, it's my great grandmother didn't want anyone to be buried on top of her, so it's just like a family, like, inside joke, inside thing. And well, there's a little tiny spider trying to get at me. Let me see if I can. The baby spider. Right. And it's neat how they're calling me a baby, you know, baby spider, baby grasshopper. That's exciting. And that 144, the lights, you know. I'm curious about that, about other religion, you know, like the Buddhist stuff and the monks. So I know someone's following me. That's for sure. But I'm not worried, I'm not paranoid. I just know that they have to do their thing, you know? They have to find out if this is the real, if I'm doing real shit or not. Go ahead, you know? Um Again, that Freemason and that Illuminati stuff, they're following the same numbers that I'm following. So I'm interested in what they have to say or do, because that's what my dad is. That's what Papa is saying. Like, you're gonna catch him. You're gonna catch him, and you're gonna catch them all. Oh man, I love you boys. I miss you. And this is for the kids around the world. You know, if it wasn't for these kids, these missing, murdered kids, neglected, abused, I wouldn't be here today. I'll tell you that, I wouldn't be here today. And I'm being the biggest clown possible for them. Oh, and my heart is just like overwhelmed with joy and fear and sadness. And I know once I get you boys back, it's going to be joy. It's going to be that, it's going to be different, but it's going to be a good different. All right, boys. I love you, and I'll see you soon.